You cannot solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that it took to create that problem. So think about this. From birth to 18, 24, maybe even 36 months, you learned a lot. Your brain learned a great deal of things. And the one thing I learned that was very important for you was movement. And every time that you would move, your brain would press save on that movement pattern. And every time that you updated and improved that movement pattern, your brain once again saved that pattern. It put it in like the library of your movement patterns. As we have aged, and maybe we've been less active, maybe we've been injured, maybe we've had over-repetitive movements, maybe we've been sedentary, that all of a sudden there's these compensations that kind of sneak into your movement patterns. And that when your brain recognizes that a new pattern has been made, so maybe that squat pattern that you learned when you were at 9, 12 months old, maybe that squat pattern now has been compromised through compensation. And there's a little valgus, a little cave in of the knee. And that happens every time. The brain recognizes that now as your new movement pattern. And the brain presses save on that. And it puts that pattern right at the front. So anytime that you'd go into a squat pattern, whether in the gym or at home, the brain pulls that pattern out and gives it to you. And you always have to keep going with that compensation. And then that compensation leads to pain. So how do we work with this? Now we experience this pain, whether it's in our shoulder, our knee, our low back, something that's happened in our movement pattern that we get this. And it's created discomfort, it's created pain, and it has limited my ability to do what I need to do as a functioning human being. So I seek medical intervention. I might go to physical therapy. I might go to chiropractic care. I might go somewhere else to get myself fixed. However, your clinician does a great job. They do exactly what they need to do. They address the pain, they get you out of pain, and they get you to where you need to be, and they release you. Now here's where that level of consciousness needs to change. Because everything you did to get yourself into that clinic, into that hospital setting, you're going to go back and you're going to do the same thing. You're not going to change anything. The movement pattern has been compensated, and it's a knot. And so here at Fitness Lying Down, I like to think about us as being the undoer of knots. We don't train your strengths here at Fitness Lying Down. We train your weaknesses. And by doing that, we undo those knots, and you've entered into a whole new level of consciousness. What they did in the past, those knots have been undone. Their movement patterns have been restored. And they can go on and have a better functioning day. They can live to the fullest without pain or discomfort. How cool is that? So, that was awesome. Thank you. You're welcome.